Don't blink. It's your blink. Welcome to the show. We're doing well because having a wonderful day on this 27th January 2025. First video of the day that we don't make a mistake, and it's the last video that we do today. So, better late than never. Never say never. Justin Bieber, Karate Kid, Janet Smith. Okay, we went way above the allowed weirdness today already. So let's get into the meat, little pun of the subject, which is why Attack on Titan. So Attack on Titan, we already reacted, but I want to talk about why Attack on Titan was such a wonderful anime for me. And the reason why I want to talk about that is actually quite simple. Actually, really simple. So if I'm being completely honest, and I know a lot of people are gonna get mad at me, that's life. Okay, that's life. If you don't like it, change video. Okay, change fucking video. There's 1,000 better people than me, right? Better looking, a lot better at speaking. They don't make a mistake when they talk about the dates, although we didn't for the first time today. That means something. Attack on Titan, the reason why I fell in love with so much with Attack on Titan was I grew up in the 90s, okay? So I was extremely lucky. We were watching Dragon Ball, and Saturday morning we were watching Yu-Gi-Oh! And we were watching The Big Tree. So kind of the dream come true, right? However, and there's a big however, there's a huge however, dude. The huge however is my standards were way up there. However, is I never watched Naruto the anime because I know it is full of filler. Not filter. I never watched Bleach the anime because I've heard it's full of filler, right? But when you look at Attack on Titan, I've read the manga. I'm one of those annoying guys who say, but I read the manga, it's better the manga. You should read the manga, it's better. I'm that guy. Do not bring me on a anime convention. Do not bring me on an anime date. We can go for ramens, but that's about it. Okay. Me, I don't mind. If you want to go, you want to go, but I wouldn't go with myself. So Attack on Titan is one of those rare cases in modern history. What am I, a fucking historian? It's one of those rare one where there's great manga and there's great anime. Now, ultimately speaking, why it's important? Well, because the perfect example for that is actually Game of Thrones. That's the perfect example, right? Why? Because Game of Thrones, people wanted G.R.R. Martin, not Tolkien, because Tolkien is the god who created Lord of the Ring. And yes, in my opinion, he is to be worshipped. Do I call him equal to Allah, to Muhammad, to Jesus? No. Call him Buddha? No. Not the same God, not the same kind of God, but to me he is a forefather, right? Very important person, and the narrative aspect of life, right? So, Game of Thrones, the book was supposed to start, but then they finished with the series, and people were asking, why didn't you finish the books? Because I want people to be to be happy. Even Walking Dead, turns out that The Walking Dead was going faster than Robert Kirkman, which is the writer of Walking Dead, was going. But the problem with that was other people were like, no, I want to protect my art, and if they want to do something with the show, they can do something with the show. But in both cases, a lot more people watch the show. So with an anime, a lot more people will watch the anime versus a lot of people will read the manga, right? However, there's some purists which are the people that are buying the manga, right? So Attack on Titan, there was a good case for both. Now, ultimately speaking, we're talking just you and I. We don't know why it worked. They were honest about the content. They were honest about the source material. They follow a guideline that was written for them. Simple as that. Attack on Titan also is. See, even then, you had a perfect. Like, for example, right? I saw My Hero, and My Hero was painful to watch, right? Attack on Titan also. I think the beauty of Attack on Titan, and I'm gonna be an asshole, but I think Attack on Titan keeps a good pace, keeps a good story, is entertaining to a certain degree. Is it the greatest manga ever made? No. The greatest anime ever made? No. Is it actually fucking good? Yes. Why? Because from season 1, episode 1, it's good, to the final Titans, which is gonna come out soon. It's gonna be good. I know it's gonna be good because I can tell you. I got some secret information, which I read one Wikipedia article a couple hours ago. That's my secret source. So yes, Attack on Titans. But let's not talk about the general plot. Let's not talk about the universe, why it's unpopular. Let's talk about the plots. And again, I've talked about Attack on Titan before, right? I did talk about the story, talk about the plot. We reviewed the first season together, right? I wanted to talk about the plot, right? Now talk about the universe. I want to talk about the universe. So, weirdly speaking, we mentioned another show. That what our show was what? Walking Dead. Okay, so the Titans, right? Titans are very, very special. They're like the zombies, right? You're afraid of them. You have a settlement, which is the Walla Maria, Rosa, and Marley. Marlesia? You have two. You can clearly see I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, right? I can tell I'm tired, but the reality is I don't know. But I think it's the world building that is the pro. The world building that is the pro of Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan does something wonderful, and it's really hard to follow, but it's something wonderful. So Attack on Titan presents you this world. This world is war. This world where everybody suffers. This world of everybody's poor. This world of inequality where the rich eat meat, drink wine, play chess, while the poor are eating potatoes and stealing potato from the kitchen, and then they're getting punished for stealing the potato. If I was going to the cafeteria at my school and saying, "Hey, give me a potato," they're gonna give me a potato, right? Right? Maybe I'm fortunate. Maybe I'm lucky. Maybe I come from a better part of the world than a lot of people, right? But at the same time, and you showed me that world, right? And you showed me Eren, and the beauty of Eren is that the beauty of this world being fucked, right? Fucked. It's what makes Eren a great character. You understand why he's enraged. You understand why he wants to fight. You understand what is his motivation, right? And no matter how mad he is his motivation. The funny thing is, now there's some Eren apologists. There's some Eren that people are mad at Eren. Personally, I'm not gonna talk about it because I have my opinion. But is my opinion important enough to manage to change your opinion? Is what I think important enough to say, you know what? You're on that side of the fence. Fuck you. We heard my point. No. We'll talk about it. But I want to have a dialogue. Not a monologue where I explain why I'm pro or against Eren. Right? But you understand what it is. And it's funny because a lot of people, they see Eren and the way he acts at the end, and they see Eren at the very beginning that says, "Hey, I'll kill every single one of them." And like, oh, okay, cool. He's 10 years old. He's talking about killing a lot of people. Which is Titan, but still. Versus at the end where he's, what, 16, 17, 18? I don't know. But now he's doing some horrible stuff. Attack on Titan also is a victim. It's not a victimless world. For example, one of my favorite character is Reiner. Reiner, what at the beginning is an asshole, but you realize that he's been a bit brainwashed, and at the end, he's actually a cool character that actually defends people and say, "Yo, I regret what I did, but if I have to defend my people, my place, I'll do it again," right? Also, there's a ton of good characters. For example, the situation with Mikasa and Armin. So right now we're playing Cyberpunk 2077. Sorry, Cyberpunk. Right. Fun fact: Cyberpunk. Right. If you don't know the plot, you're this character that gets possessed by another character. This character is a terrorist, and during the whole game, you have to decide. Okay, well, is he a terrorist that acts for a good cause, or is just a crazy person? Is he somebody that, although does horrible things, is looking forward to the betterment of mankind, or is just a psychopath, right? And that's up to you, right? And the coolest thing is, in that game, Keanu Reeves, right? The Neo. If you don't know Neo, if you don't know what I'm talking about, bruh, come on. So with Keanu Reeves, they were like, "Yo, this is that popular." But in the original scenario of the game, your best friend was getting infected by the terrorist, was becoming an asshole, and like, "Yo, should I help him or not?" Right? And that's the plot. So do you help your best friend, and you're changing the city, or do you say, "No, bro, it's not the way it is"? So with Attack on Titan, which is also really good, is see the number of red cap there is. You never get tired of it. Talking about a show, Walking Dead. How many people died in that show? There you go. Oops. If you're talking about a show like Naruto, And I love Naruto. How many people does the main cast die? Neji. When does Neji die? Alright, at the end of the fourth war, at the end of the show. Yeah, you're right. He died. See, wait. On Titans. And it's how you bring characters. Not just killing them. You kill Sasha, which is one of the fan favorites. You kill Marco, which arguably is the most stable to the 10th recruit. The biggest pro Attack on Titan is actually quite simple. Unfair world, we're following people that are trying to change it. We're following people that are trying to change it. It doesn't mean matter how they're trying to change it. This world is flawed. And it has to be changed. Right? And there's no such thing as a white and black. There's always gray. Somebody stole. Right? You see somebody stealing. You're like, why is he stealing? I'm like, oh fuck, he stole. And then you're not even out of the store yet that you're seeing outside the guy that was stealing. Like, oh, that's the asshole that was stealing, right? What do you see? You see a little girl, right? And she's crying. She's saying, "Thank Papa," and she's eating the food that you stole. Does that make it okay? That's gray. That's a gray zone, right? Attack on Titan, there's no... Attack on Titan is, as a viewer, we're supposed to be in a gray zone. I understand why Eren is doing what he's doing. Do I agree with it or no? Take a character like Annie, which is a tragic character. Annie is a tragic character. Berto was a tragic character. Dr. Jaeger was a terrible character. Gracia Jaeger was a tragic character. Right? When you understand that what Eren put his own father through, it sucks. It's also the number of people that died. And at the end, when Levi stands alone, that sucks. That's pretty sad. The Attack on Titan's beauty is always reminding us how cruel this world is. Attack on Titan beauty is, it is cruel, but we're fighting back. Now, if you understood, right, there's one character. I'm going to tell you a huge secret, right? At the end of the show, okay, in a manga, you're supposed to adore 4 characters, okay? You're supposed to adore Mikasa, of course. You're supposed to like Armin, of course. You're supposed to like who else? Levi. You're right. Why are you supposed to like Levi? Because he's awesome. Fucking strong, right? That's the way he writes. And the 4 characters you're supposed to like is Eren. That's the question. Do you like Eren or not? When you look at Mikasa, you see a person that was able to do the ultimate sacrifice. When you look at Armin, Armin is actually quite interesting. In the sense of, I know exactly what's going on, but can I bring myself to do what I need to do? That's interesting. Or Levi. Now, ultimately, Levi is going to lose the most. Lose all his comrades. He lose all of these people, but at the end, he ends up victorious. He won. He won the war. At what price? Then you're asking me, I don't know where you're going with that. Well, the beauty of Attack on Titan is we're similar to Levi. Just like Levi, we started the show with a bunch of promising young recruits. They all died. Just like Levi, we met some new people, some new allies, some new friends. They died. So at the end of the show, we lost more people than we have left. But we won, right? So we're happy. Anyway, that's the beauty of Attack on Titan. A cruel world. Attack on Titan is scary. And I know a Titan. And the funniest thing with the Titan, and that's another really good point about Attack on Titan, is the Titans are looking goofy as fuck. They're goofy as fuck. But at the same time, I think it adds to the charm of the anime. Don't give me a quote unquote creature. Give me a goofy ass looking motherfucker. Right? And that's the funny thing, right? I think it's also a nice portrayal of Eren. Why? Because everyone, you ask yourself, is he a nice guy? Is he a bad guy? Right? But then you look at them and say, no, there's no fear. How many people that you heard talk about Attack on Titan and make fun of the character, the way the Titan look? Because I can tell you a bunch. But at the very end, what matters? They ate a lot of your RPIs. Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. Peace.